So I'm having this conversation with my friend right now. She's helping me out, but let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I put my glasses on. Kind of dirty though. I don't feel like I need a new wiper for them. Whatever. I don't get it. But it's about God. Don't worry about my bed. I'm doing laundry. It's about God. It says that it's one pastor, Pastor Miles Monroe. He says that God moves best through surrendered vessels, not self-sufficient ones. And see, I always had a problem with that. Not a problem with God, no. Chill. No. But being self-sufficient. I've grown up in families that have, on my mother's side, that grew up in the church. So everything is God, right? So I've grown up hearing, oh, I'm so weak, God, help me do this, help me do this, help me do that. And I look around and people don't really do anything for themselves for that to happen. So I took, the initiative on myself now, not in my younger years, but like as I continue to grow. And I've seen that action is what they've been missing. It's like actually like committing to what you want to do instead of just asking God all the time. There's even a point when I'm like, yo God, worry about them, I got this. Which I know that is definitely wrong right now. It's definitely wrong, but I never really saw myself fully like surrendering myself. Like I'm weak, help me, I can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because you always have ability to do something. That's just where I sit with that statement, but I do understand the power in asking God for help. You know what I'm saying? But just waiting for him to do the work for you is where I don't understand it, because like we have free will, right? If we don't commit to action, how could he help us? I grew up and they say, help me God, help me this, help me that, help me that. But they don't make anything work. They just say, oh, God do it, God gonna do it, God gonna do it. And there's certain situations where it's like, okay, yes, but there's certain situations where you can get up and do something. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it. You don't have to be religious. You don't have to be anything to have this conversation right now. Just listen to what I'm saying. It's more about the habits. You know what I'm saying? It's more about the habits. I'm a Christian man, for sure, but it is more about the habits. Even if you're not religious, wherever you are, it's about what you do. Then for my, Christian family or, religious people, you gotta mix that with the religion. You can't just say something's gonna happen and you put no work in. I'm still reading the Bible, but and I don't know everything, so maybe I'll learn something further down the line. I'm not here to, say I know everything, but this is where I'm at right now, and we document it in real life. This is real. So what I know is that the Bible said, it says something about like work and faith, like faith with no work is like, it's basically, it ain't nothing. You can believe and do nothing, that doesn't make sense. So, maybe I'm just heavy on the doing part, and, I'm heavy on the faith part as well. I'm getting better, but maybe I could surrender a little bit more. But when I'm getting up every day, I don't expect God to always lift me up, and maybe that's wrong. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But I expect myself to show up and thank God for allowing me to get up. Now it's on me to make this shit happen. I shouldn't be cursing. Come on now. But, You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm tripping, but there's always more to learn. If you got anything from this conversation, take more action. Don't just rely on, God to do it for you. He's gonna be there for you. You have strength through him. You have power through him. You have guidance through him. But you're gonna have to do something. You're gonna have to make that change. He's gonna look at you and say, you ain't doing nothing, bro. That's just where I'm at. And I can learn some more. She gonna Twitter me. But fuck it, man. We gonna learn. Hold on. I kind of fixed my glasses a little bit, so they look better. But maybe is just where the balance is coming in. You know what I'm saying? This is where balance comes in. Because I don't usually like the word balance. I don't lie to you. I like harmony. I like mastering things, putting them together, and letting them align. That flow state type of vibe. So maybe this is where balance has to come into play, because there are moments where you're gonna need God. There's nothing you can do. Even if you are strong, there's nothing that you can do. You got to call on him and he'll help you. And, I think that's just what it is for the most part. It's nothing to really think too hard about. That's my only logical answer for it. Because we have to work, we have to do things. We can't just say, God, please. We can pray for the things, but we gotta go out and be intentional every day. I'll tell you right now, if I don't be intentional every day, and if I don't do things every day and I just pray, it's not just gonna magically appear. You know what I'm saying? He's not a leprechaun, he's not a genie. You feel me? It's God, Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do some work. So, that's how I feel. Like I said, you can't just talk with anybody. You're not forcing anybody to be religious or follow anything. Do what you want. This is what's working for me. Find what works for you. But this is just a topic that I found very interesting and intriguing for this journey that I'm on and this time period that I'm in. Yeah. So I'm gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. You dig? Gym leader. Get some PRs, you dig?